Hello, hello, hello. Welcome, welcome. I'm Patti here, that's doing your intuitive tarot for March 1st through the 7th. For those of you that are brand new, I do intuitive tarot mixed with astrology and numerology. Mine are divine driven, so whoever divine sends through, wisdom wise, for your journey, your struggles, your challenges, your love, whatever it is. So for those of that are returning, thank you so much. And for those of you subscribed, greatly appreciated, 100%. I appreciate all you guys. Doesn't matter. I just enjoy what I'm doing. All right. So announcements, real quick. The full moon. We got the full moon. It's still residual until about the 2nd or 3rd. And then we have, if you're watching this before the 26th, at 1 o'clock, I'm doing a 1 o'clock live full moon reading. It will be live. You can chat. You can ask questions. The thing is that if they're not related to what I'm talking about, they'll get answered at the end. I will do that. I will do basically an overlay of what's going on with the full moon and the planets for the first couple of weeks of March. And then I'll go into a reading. That's how I do those. So please subscribe, hit the bell, and you'll be notified when that's on. The only other reading or the other thing I have is March 10th. I will be having full-blown knee surgery. They're replacing my knee. So I will be doing readings a little bit early, hopefully live. If not, they're going to be pre-recorded. You'll know if they're pre-recorded because I won't have the chat going. But I'm going to try to pre-record them live. I don't like to do that only because the energies are so different. But I'm going to be out. I mean, I'm going to be on drugs probably for the first couple of days, unless I don't get to come home. I don't know. So that's why I'm going to try to pre-record for that. All right. And if you never see me again, something happened and I apologize. I'm not going to be on anymore. God forbid. Hope that never happens. But anyway, so that's that. All right. And then the last thing is, for those of you that don't know about YouTube a little bit, YouTube, we go as far as creators. You know, we always ask you to like, share, subscribe. But the thing about the likes is if you like and we get a lot of likes, those videos can actually be seen more by other people. It's not so much the shares and the subscribes, the likes. So if you would please like when you watch the videos, even if it's not my videos, because it's really important to the YouTube creator. And that's what we are. We're YouTube creators. So please like all the videos that you watch for them so that they can have more people see their videos. All right. So first oracle out is going to be the divines, and the divine is again talking about decisions and choices. However, it's not as much. It's sort of about your past, maybe why you are what you're doing. So the first card for divine is the watery fairy. This is the number 10. So something ending, something beginning. So this is an interesting card because it's about your feelings and your emotions. So in your past, a lot of the times, maybe you were making your decisions and choices out of the feelings and emotions rather than out of maybe some factual information, maybe what was real, what you really should have been looking at, that kind of a thing. Because a lot of the times what happens with our past, which we change and grow because as we mature and learn new things and learn new ways of what works, what doesn't work, what's right, what's wrong, kind of a thing, broken thinking, unbroken thinking, and decisions, that we learn to make decisions and control our feelings and emotions. When we sometimes allow our feelings and emotions to control us, then we don't make good decisions or choices. We really have to look at everything and not allow our emotions sometimes to get involved, because that's when we get in the wrong relationships. We find the wrong ones that we're getting married to, just period, point blank, period. Okay. So the current energy for this week, again, this was, of course, a message and an omen. So we want good omens. We want good things happening. That's the number 11, which turns to number 2. And with number 2, it's about either bringing in unity or dividing. It's about having some form of balance. However, the number 2 is all about, we hope, bringing things together. All right. So this is something that we're going to work on and think about today. I'm sure. I don't know. The divine can pick the cards or whatever. So if you're having problems with a loved one or a lover or whatever like that, it's probably because maybe your emotions and feelings are getting the best of you. Somebody sort of gets your goat or gets you riled up. That's time to calm down, because then you're going to act off of your emotions. All right. That's not a good thing. That's not a good omen. That's not something that's going to keep things calm. It's actually lowering your energies, grounding yourself again, and then turning around and looking at the facts. Okay, they're really pissed off, but what are they pissed off for? Because it's not me. So you know it's something deeper, so you don't get angry. You're just like, okay, you're pissed off. You need to calm down, settle down, because I don't know what you're pissed off about until you tell me what you're pissed off about. Then we'll be understand. But don't start cussing at me, because I'm not the one to be angry at. Boy. Butterfly is transformation and beauty. So that's our future card. Future card. This is about transformation, guys. Somebody is definitely thinking through their emotions and their feelings. It needs to change because, and the butterfly is the actual number 7, which is about your potential and ambition. Your potentially to change and transform. All right, so let's get started. We're going to see what the first card out is. But somebody gets, I hear arguing and fighting in my head. I don't know who that's for. But then they get all upset. They get depressed. They get, you might get it for a second or a minute and just say, you know what, that was really disappointing or depressing or whatever. But that is a feeling that you're allowing to happen. If you have to look at perspectives, okay, that person might have something going on that they just don't know how to communicate properly, so they communicate the wrong way, that kind of thing. If it's not related to you or about you, then why get upset or depressed? Because it's their issue. They have to learn how to communicate, heal, or whatever. And this is where couples and dating get all into trouble. This is where you guys get into trouble with dating. All right. And then if they start cussing at you or, being a little belligerent, and you don't cut them off, because that's not respectful for either way. If that's the way you handle things, it's time to grow up and figure something out, because where that anger is, that's way seated below. It's not seated at the person, and it's not respectful to take it out on somebody that isn't supposed to. All right. Anyway, here we go. 6 of clubs. 6 of cups. The world. And victory. We have the 6 of wands. So this is about communication here, guys. About a full circle, coming full circle on some communication. It happens with somebody that you've known for quite a while. I want to say way in the past, but I don't feel that. This card usually says it's like somebody really old. It could be for you, somebody, resonate with somebody. It could be somebody from the far past, but this communication, you've gone through a lot. And now you're coming to a place where you're going to have a full circle. This is a beautiful thing. It is a beautiful thing. This has been a transformation process for somebody. You guys have gone through a storm. But now you've come to a place where you are exposing yourself. He or she, the other partner, has exposed themselves. You have exposed yourself. And now you're more on a spiritual level. You're more on a soul level. And this is actually a good thing, because it's going to keep you moving forward. And that is a positive thing. All right. Yes. Oh, beautiful. Look at this. Oh my gosh, you guys. I feel like I got 3 aces here. So the sun, another thing for exposing. This is really important, you guys. If you're dating or if you're in a new relationship, there's times to expose yourself as far as maybe some secrets or skeletons. However, when you're at a level, I wouldn't do it on a first or second date or even a 10th date. I would wait for a little bit because you never know, because people come and go like a fart in the wind, you know? And so you just want to make sure that if there is something in the past that you need to bring up, that you bring it up at the appropriate time, because it is going to expose, but it is going to bring a really light feeling. It's going to be a release. It's going to be an energy that will definitely help transform your friendship relationship to another level. All right. Yeah. Well, this is in reverse. Oh, no, it's not in reverse. I had them upside down. I'm so sorry. So, yeah, there is the Three of Swords. Now, the Three of Swords, a lot of people think, oh, somebody's going to break up with me. Oh, they're leaving me. Oh, not necessarily. There could be something that was really, really hurtful that needed to be shared, needed to be brought out. Yes, it's going to hurt for a minute, but however, you have the choice and decision, not based on your feelings, based on the information you got, if you want to move forward with this person or not. Okay? This is the message. There is going to be something in this message. But Pat, you just said everything was really cool and great. Yeah, it is. But sometimes we go through a small roller coaster because some people are deathly afraid to share some of their past because it's low, dark. Maybe they made wrong decisions, wrong choices, and now they feel comfortable enough and safe enough to share with you that was a good thing. You know, so this is a good thing for growth. This is definitely a good thing for your growth. All right. You definitely want this because you don't want anything hidden when you go into a relationship. I'm making sure all these cards are up right, because I moved these cards around and they fell. Yeah, they fell. Now these cards, guys, I'm going to share with you. I don't know if anybody's out there that's a gamer. So my daughter, she's into, well, she's half Asian, so she's into games, but a lot of Japanese games, very much. I mean, I speak Japanese. I lived in Japan for years, so we are more on the Japanese side of things, even though she's Chinese. She's Chinese Thai. And so she blessed me with these cards. So these cards, for anybody who plays games, is Final Fantasy? No. Final Fantasy? No. Is it Final Fantasy? No. Oh my gosh, I forgot. She'll kill me. But it's the third house. It's not Final Fantasy. Final Fantasy, the third house. If anybody's on in a gamer, tell me. She'll kill me. But anyway, this group of artists went to Nintendo. I'll get it here in a minute. I'll have to get it here. It's not Final Fantasy. Something third house. And it's not on the cards. It's going to bother me, guys. I have to know what it is. They didn't even put it in the beginning of this book. You would think that they would have put it in the beginning of this book. Okay, anyway. So, it's third. Anyway, the group of artists got together. They did it. It's beautiful, beautiful. And a whole bunch of artists. It took them a year just to manufacture it. And there's only one printing of it. So I feel blessed. And I'll just show you one of the cards here. Maybe you guys will know by just looking at the characters. Final Fantasy, third house. Fire Emblem, third house. I knew it was fire something. Okay, let's get started. Sorry. But these cards are really, really beautiful. Did I have them upside down again? Yes. Okay, so we have Ace of Swords. Wow, Two of Swords. Six of Swords. Now, I shuffled these for days, so So we have the Ace of Swords, Two of Swords. So there's a decision for somebody that's going to have to be made. And the Six of Swords. And this is actually with the Ace of Swords and the Two of Swords. The Two of Swords is going to have to be a decision made. This is something that you're really going to have to sit down and think about, guys. Really, really hard, and keep your emotions, in check, and your feelings in check, and make it determined on the red flags for this person. So everything's going really, really good. Now, is it worth it to stay with that person? Is it going to happen again? Is it not going to happen again? Is it something just sort of that happened and you have to, because for those of you coming in, we have a really good relationship happening, but somebody told something or shared something that may be the game changer. That, do I really want to stay, or do I really want to continue dating this person if they're that way? So it's sort of like you probably have been dating maybe 3-4 times, or maybe a lot longer. Sometimes it takes people years to be able to get a skeleton out of the closet. So this is actually going to be a game changer for somebody. But as I said, the divine was talking about, for those that you're just coming in, not to do things based on your feelings and emotions, to control your feelings and emotions and make your decision. Don't let the feelings and the emotions control you to make your decision. All right. So we have the Queen of Cups, your intuition, guys, 10 of Cups, and 5 of Cups. So with that said, again, this is about your heart, and it's about truth. So whatever the person did, the truth needs to get out, or whatever the other person did, the truth needs to get out, and however the cards lay, that's what's supposed to turn out. That's the way it's supposed to be. All right. So the Queen of Cups is following your intuition. Isn't she beautiful? Aren't these cards just beautiful? Oh my gosh. I just love these. The 10 of Cups is everything, guys. So if you listen to your intuition, you are going to get everything there. All right. But if you don't listen to your intuition, that could turn. That could turn. We have the 5 of Cups. 5 of Cups. Because with the 5 of Cups, if you don't listen to your intuition, the 5 of Cups is it's a Virgo card. However, you're focusing in on all the negative rather than what is good. So you have to weigh the pros and cons here with this person, and weigh, is it worth it to, try to hold things together, piece things together, date the person, stay with the person, or is it better to just cut your losses and go forward? Because you have the choice now. The decision's yours. Follow your intuition. The outcome could be really, really good depending on which way you go. Now, if you go and you say, you know what, I need to leave. I can't do this anymore. You need to leave. Then that is not based on your feelings. It's based on your thought process of what it's going to happen. And what's going to happen is that you're going to begin to grow. And you're going to begin, because you've made a decision, you're going to move forward with it. And then this is where the world kicks in. All right. But this is a time of healing for somebody. And you know what? It needs to be, if somebody comes out and tells you something in secret, or something they've wanted to tell you for a long time, please don't be shocked. Don't be angry. Because when somebody comes out and they share something, you're like, oh, well, why didn't you tell me this sooner? You wasted all my time, blah, blah, blah. You just told that person never to tell anybody. The way you respond, again, your feelings and emotions, the way that you respond from some news that took all the courage and strength for somebody to come out to tell, you just wiped out all efforts for the future for them to allow them to share again in the future. It's really hard. It's really hard. It's like when I first had to tell my first date years ago that I was sexually abused as a kid, and I sort of had troubles in that department. And so it was hard, very hard for me. But then to get laughed at, that made me not want to tell anybody ever again. However, I had to work through my own healing and say to get to the point where it's like, when I had to tell it again, and also other things that I wasn't proud of, not my fault, however, proud of, then if they laughed at me or did whatever, then I was strong enough to say, screw you, boop, bye. Yeah. So it's your healing process. It's how you do things and how you handle things with feelings and emotions. Control your feelings and emotions. Don't let them control you. All right. Let's see what the moon and the planets are saying. Yeah, definitely. The moon on the 26th, I think it's 8 in the morning, but it is going to also, the planets that are coming through is talking about your growth. It's also talking about your clarity. You will begin to get more clear on a lot of things. It's also focusing in on your health and maybe creating better habits. For some reason, the planets that are coming in squared and trined in quintuncts, I can never say that word. But anyway, they are talking about your health and taking care of your health and bettering your health, because that's also going to help with your mental state and your spiritual state. So we have the number 8, the number 6, and we have the number 11, which is number 2. Let's see, they're separating and bringing together. This is about your future progress. It is a time of joy again, but we get that joy after we heal. So the deep freeze is about the time to really sit there and process and think. And again, we're in the second dimension. We're in the areas of spiritual development, spiritual healing. And also when you're also in the second dimension, it is about the things that are not seen. So, and that again is the number 8, which is about your progress. All right. Again, this is a lot of spiritual growth in March. Somebody's going to get to another new level, which is about your progress. It is about your harmony, your improvement of becoming mind, spirit, body. But we got to heal, because this is going to divide. This situation with whoever this is, lover or new love or marriage or whatever, this whole thing that came out is going to take some healing. Healing for somebody, whether it's you or not, you're the one that can, I feel the energy is that you're the one that's going to be able to decide if you want to stay or go. But you cannot, again, base that on your feelings. All right? So that's where that is. It's been a tough reading for everybody this week. I don't know what's going on for half of you guys. It's really sort of a rough thing, and then half of you guys are all really, really cool and elated. It's really good. It's really joyful for some of you guys, and really like, okay, it's time to really think, buckle down, understand where I am, so that I can transform this little cocoon to a butterfly and really fly. So I just see that there is going to be some internal work between two people here. It's going to be an opening of a wound, and it's going to be an awesome thing for some, and for others, it's like, do I stay or do I go? And that's up to you and divine. I can't tell you what to do, because I have my own life to do that with. All right. So please like I said, it helps the creators of these channels. And don't forget, on the 26th at 1 o'clock, I have the full moon reading. If you would like to do that, hit the subscribe and hit the bell. You'll know when I'm on there, or by share with your friends. I would love to have more people watching, and that's why we tell people to like. It's because it will bring the channel up so it can be viewed more. That's it. You know, it will get out there so it can be viewed more. So I hope you enjoyed this. Now remember, again, I have my knee surgery, replacement surgery on the 10th. So if you don't see the chat open, it is pre-recorded, and that's the reason why. Otherwise, I will try to pre-record or record them live early, and then from the 10th to the 12th, I'm going to be down. Whoopee! So I hope you guys have a great week, and I will see you on the 8th, or see you on the 26th at 1 o'clock. Take care, everybody. I don't really want to do this.